A Family Apocalypse by Colton Dennis. When an incident happens to a family, they discover that the world is ending. So, the family tries to reunite with one another before something worse happens to them. Chapter 1. Hanover Township, Pennsylvania, 2019. 6:30 a.m. Coffee is being poured into a mug. Colton Dennis appears drinking the coffee, then turning around. Lisa Dennis appears. "Oh, sorry Mom. Good thing I didn't bump into you," said Colton. "Yeah, so what time is the bus picking you up?" asked Lisa. 7. "I have 25 minutes left," said Colton. "Well, I want you to call me once you get there. And have fun too," said Lisa. "I always have fun, Mom. But not enough when you're not around." "Is Dad at work?" asked Colton. "Yeah, you know he works at 5:30, said Lisa. "Yeah, well I'll be outside waiting." "Bye Mom," said Colton, grabbing his backpack, then walks towards the front door. "Oh, don't forget this," said Lisa, holding a toothbrush. "Oh, thanks again, Mom. What would I do without you?" asked Colton. "I don't know. Now go and have fun," said Lisa. "I will," said Colton, walking outside, then standing at the end of the road. The wind is blowing. Colton looks at his watch. Number 1 appears, bends down, grabs the newspaper, then coughs. "Morning," said number 1. Colton waves at number 1. A bus approaches, stops, then the door opens. Driver number 1 appears. Colton walks onto the bus. The bus door shuts, then it drives away. Colton is walking, then sits into the seat. "First day?" asked Toby Stokes, appearing in the seat across from Colton. "Yeah, it's my first day," said Colton. "I could tell. I'm Toby, the camp's owner." "Well, technically my father owns it. He just put me in charge," said Toby. "Nice. I'm Colton Dennis, by the way," said Colton. "Nice to meet you. So, why do you want to be a counselor?" asked Toby. "Money," said Colton. "Good call. Hey, just stick with me," said Toby. The bus continues driving, then stops. A line of traffic appears. "Man, there's a lot of traffic today," said Colton. "Usually ain't that much." "Up this way." An ambulance appears in the distance. A body is being loaded into the back of the ambulance. "Man, that's a way to go," said Toby. Driver number 1 turns up the volume of the radio. And in the news today, a man was shot today in his chest. The killer was apprehended. But what astonished people was that the man that was shot in the chest rose up and started eating people, said male. Voice number 1. "Is that true?" asked Colton. "That can't be. No one rises from the dead and eats people," said Toby. Woman number 1 looks out the bus window, then sees both body bags moving. "Oh my God," said woman number 1. A body bag gets opened. Paramedic number 1 gets bitten by zombie number 1. All of them are gasping on the bus. "There's definitely something going on here," said Colton. Driver number 1 looks out the windshield, then sees a group of zombies. "Oh my God," said driver number 1, opening the door, running off of the bus, then down the road. Teenager number 1 goes to shut the bus door. Zombie woman number 2 grabs teenager number 1's leg, then bites him. Teenager number 1 screams. Toby runs, then hits zombie woman number 1. Zombie woman number 1 falls onto the ground. Toby grabs teenager number 1, steps over him, then pulls the handle. The bus door shuts. "What the hell is going on?" asked woman number 1, banging on the bus. "Everyone away from the windows." Until we know what to do, said Colton. All of them are standing in the middle of the bus. Teenager number 1 is groaning. It's gonna be all right, kid, said Toby. The sun is shining. All of them are sitting on the floor of the bus. Teenager number 1 continues groaning. Will someone shut him up? Asked woman number 1. Why don't we bite you and see how you feel, lady, said Toby. We need to find a way out now, said Colton. How? It's surrounded by those things, said number 2. Well, we can't stay here forever, said Colton. Teenager number 1 is gasping, then starts shaking. Oh God, he's going into shock, said Toby, putting a jacket over teenager number 1. Teenager number 1 stops shaking, then gasps his last breath. Toby bends down, then puts his ear to his heart. He's dead, said Toby. It must be some kind of virus, said Colton. You think? Asked number 2. Hey, we can't panic. This is a perfect time to, said number 1. The sound of glass smashing in the distance. All four are running, then see zombie hands through the bus door. We definitely need to leave, said Colton. Where? Asked woman number 1. Colton looks up at the ceiling of the bus, then sees the roof door. There. Give me a hand. Both Colton and Toby open the bus roof door. I'll go first, said Colton, climbing up onto the bus roof. Zombies appear surrounding the bus. Colton reaches down. Go, said Toby. Woman number 1 gets pulled onto the roof of the bus. You're next, sir. Number 2 gets lifted up. Zombie teenager number 1 opens his eyes, growls, then bites Toby's left leg. Ow, my leg, said Toby, falling onto the floor, then drops number 2. Number 2 hits his head off of the seat. Toby is holding his left leg, then looks up. Zombie teenager number 1 walks towards Toby. Toby, said Colton. Get out of here. I was bit. Get out of here. Shut the roof, said Toby. You hurt him, said woman number 1. Colton grabs the roof door, then shuts it. Toby screaming. The bus starts shaking. Colton loses his balance, then bumps into woman number 1. Woman number 1 falls off of the bus, then lands onto the ground. The zombies are surrounding woman number 1. Woman number 1 groans, sees the zombies, then screams. Colton sighs, looks around, then slowly slides down the front of the bus. Zombie woman number 2 appears. Colton pushes zombie woman number 2, climbs over the guardrail, then runs. Footsteps are running down the street. Colton looks, then sees number 1 laying on his lawn. God. Colton runs down the road. A house appears. Colton slowly walks towards the front door, then opens it. Mom, are you here? Mom. Hello, Mom, asked Colton, walking around the house. A banging sound comes from the distance. Colton continues walking, then sees the back door open. A figure appears behind Colton. Colton continues looking at the back door. Zombie Lisa appears, then tries biting Colton's right arm. Colton runs backwards. Both Colton and Zombie Lisa fall outside of the back door, then land onto the ground. Colton stands up, then looks at Zombie Lisa. Colton, move, said Kevin Dennis, appearing. Colton moves. A stick goes into Zombie Lisa's head. Chapter 2. An alarm goes off. Kevin Dennis wakes up, turns off the alarm, then gets out of bed. Footsteps are walking downstairs. The coffee pot gets turned on, then starts gurgling. Kevin walks into the living room, then turns on the television. Yes, and a manhunt is still ongoing for a man that shot another man in cold blood. That man is still being searched for. said report number 1. Kevin is drinking coffee. The shower is running. The bathroom door opens. Kevin walks into his bedroom, then gets changed. Lisa groans. Footsteps are walking. Kevin grabs his keys and wallet, then walks outside of the house. The front door gets locked. Kevin walks towards his vehicle. The driver door opens. "Morning, Kevin," said Gretchen. "Morning," said Kevin, getting into his vehicle. The vehicle starts, then drives away. True Value appears. The vehicle pulls into the parking lot, then turns off. The driver door opens. "Hey, Kevin," said number 3. "Hey, how are you doing?" Woman number 2 coughing. "You sound sick. You should go home," said Kevin, "and miss a day of pay." "I could work through it," said woman number 2. People appear walking around. A locker opens. "Hey, Kevin, how's everything?" asked man number 4. "Great. How about you?" asked Kevin. "Good. You know, I heard that the police found a body that started walking around," said number 4. "That can't be true," said Kevin. "Hey, you never know. Usually, when there's no more room in hell, the gates open," said number 4, walking away. A forklift is driving. A crate is being placed onto the shelf. The forklift drives backwards. An alarm goes off. Intercom turns on. "Everyone, please report to the main floor." I repeat, and quat, report to the main floor, and quat, said number 5. People are standing around. "What's going on?" asked my number 3. "I don't know," said Kevin. Everyone listen up. The reason I called you up here is because we just got a call saying that a woman was just found dead on the floor. We needed to get you out of there, just so we could remove her. There is a really bad cold going around, said number 5. People are screaming. In the distance, everyone turns around. "Everyone, calm down. It was probably just a rat," said man number 5, screaming in the distance again. All look at my number 5. Zombie man number 2 appears behind number 5, then bites his neck. People continue screaming. Kevin runs, then stops. Zombies appear to be eating people's carcasses. Kevin runs the opposite way. People are being grabbed, then pulled onto the floor. Blood is splattering onto the walls. Kevin continues running, then grabs a pole. Zombie man number 3 appears. Kevin swings the pole. The pole hits zombie number 3. Kevin starts running, then gets to the entrance. Zombies appear, then moan. Kevin runs outside of the building, then sees zombies walking around. Footsteps continue running. People are being grabbed, then bitten. Kevin runs towards his vehicle, then tries opening the driver door. The keys are jingling, then going into the lock. The driver door gets unlocked. Kevin gets into his vehicle. Zombie woman number 3 approaches, then bangs onto the driver window. "My God," said Kevin. The key goes into the ignition. The vehicle starts, then drives away. Zombies continue walking around. The radio turns on. And if you have now joined us, the world is under attack by the dead. Please don't go outside. Stay indoors and don't let anyone come inside your house, said male voice number 1. The vehicle continues driving, then goes down the road. People appear laying in their yards. The vehicle continues driving down the road, then stops in front of the house. The driver door opens. The front door opens, the shuts. Lisa, are you here? Lisa, honey, where are you?" asked Kevin, running upstairs. Lisa appears, laying in bed. Kevin approaches Lisa. Lisa looks up at Kevin. Oh, you're home? I wanted to sleep some more, said Lisa. Are you all right? Asked Kevin. Yeah, I just nicked my arm. I'm fine, said Lisa. Kevin walks downstairs, then into the kitchen. A figure walks past the back window of the back door. Kevin opens the back door, then walks outside. Gretchen appears. Gretchen, are you all right? Asked Kevin. Gretchen turns around, then growls. Damn it, said Kevin. Zombie Gretchen goes towards Kevin. Kevin walks backwards, sees a stick, grabs it, then swings it. The stick hits Zombie Gretchen's head. Zombie Gretchen growling. Kevin jams the stick into Zombie Gretchen's head. Mom, you there? Asked Colton in the distance. Kevin is walking towards the house. Colton stands up, then looks at zombie Lisa. Colton looks out, said Kevin, swinging the stick. The stick goes into zombie Lisa's head. Lisa falls to the floor. Chapter 3. Lisa appears laying in bed. Rolls over. Looks at the clock, then gets up. Footsteps are walking. Lisa walks into the bathroom. The bathroom door shuts. The toilet flushes. The bathroom door opens. Lisa walks downstairs, then towards the kitchen. Colton appears, then turns around. Oh, sorry, Mom. I almost split this onto you, said Colton. That's all right. What time does your bus come for you? Asked Lisa. 7. Which I have 25 minutes left, said Colton. Well, I want you to call me once you get there. And also have fun, said Lisa. I will, Mom, said Colton, walking out the front door. Lisa walks into the kitchen, then grabs a mug. The television turns on. We still haven't seen any sign of the shooter that killed the man this morning. I really hope we find him soon, said reporter number 2. Lisa is playing a game on her cell phone. The clock is ticking and reads 8 o'clock. Lisa appears sleeping in her chair. A banging sound comes from the distance. Lisa wakes up. What is that? Lisa gets out of her chair, then walks towards the kitchen window. A figure walks past. Lisa walks towards the back door, moves the curtains, then looks out the window. Thought I saw something, said Lisa, walking away from the back door. Zombie Gretchen appears walking past the window of the back door again. Lisa rolls a cigarette, walks towards the front door, then opens it. The cigarette gets lit. Lisa appears smoking, then looks around. More cars appear in the parking lot than normal. Lisa continues smoking, then drops the cigarette. A figure appears walking in the distance. Lisa is walking away, then gets to the front door. The front door opens. A figure approaches, then raises its hand. Lisa gets scratched, then groans. A scratch mark appears. Lisa shuts the front door, then walks towards the kitchen. The sink turns on. Lisa puts her scratch mark underneath the water, then shakes her hand. A cabinet door opens. A bandage is being grabbed, then wrapped around Lisa's arm. Lisa walks upstairs, into her bedroom, then lays onto the bed. Lisa, honey, where are you? Asked. Kevin is walking upstairs, then sees Lisa laying on the bed. Lisa turns over. Oh, you're home? I wanted to sleep some more. I nicked my arm. But I'm fine. Just want to rest, said Lisa. Kevin walks downstairs. Lisa groans, opens her eyes, then starts shaking. The bed starts shaking. Lisa stops shaking, then opens her eyes, then they become yellow. Zombie Lisa sits up. Mom, are you here? Mom, asked Colton. Zombie Lisa walks downstairs. Colton appears in the kitchen next to the back door. Zombie Lisa slowly walks towards Colton, then tries biting his right arm. Colton struggles, then runs backwards. Both Zombie Lisa and Colton fall outside of the back door, then land onto the ground. Colton stands up. "Colton, look out," said Kevin, swinging the stick. The stick goes into Zombie Lisa's head. Zombie Lisa falls onto the ground. Chapter 4. "Oh my God, Mom, you killed Mom," said Colton. "No, I killed that thing. Your mother was dead. Do you hear me? Your mother was dead," said Kevin. Colton is staring at Lisa's body. "What do we do now?" "I think the whole town is like this," said Colton. "Yeah, I believe so too. Grab your stuff. We're leaving now," said Kevin. "And going where?" asked Colton. "To find your brothers and sisters." "Now, go get your things," said Kevin. Colton runs upstairs, then into his bedroom. A closet door opens. Clothes are being grabbed. Colton looks down, then sees his crossbow. Might as well. Colton grabs his crossbow. Footsteps are running downstairs. "All right, I'm ready." Dad, asked Colton. Kevin walks into the house. "All right, come on," said Kevin. Both Colton and Kevin are walking towards the vehicle. The doors open, then shut. The vehicle drives away. "What happens if we don't find them?" asked Colton. We'll find them," said Kevin. "But what if we don't?" asked Colton. Kevin looks at Colton. "We'll figure it out," said Kevin. The vehicle continues driving down the road. Zombies appear walking around. Bodies appear on the road. The vehicle is driving around the bodies. "Look at this place," said Colton. "I know. What happened?" asked Kevin. "It must be a virus. That's what I told those people on the bus I was with," said Colton. "Did you get bit?" asked Kevin. "I think if I got bitten, I would have been dead by now." Zombies are walking down the street. The vehicle stops. "What now?" asked Colton. "Let me think. We can't get around them with this vehicle. We'll have to walk around quietly," said Kevin. "And leave the only vehicle here," said Colton. "No one is gonna steal it." "Not anymore," said Kevin. The vehicle turns off. The doors open. Slowly. Both Colton and Kevin are walking down a path. "This'll get us to their house, right?" asked Colton. "Yeah, just a few yards," said Kevin. "Maybe we should run," said Colton. "And use up your energy." "Go ahead. Just as long as we stick together," said Kevin. Both Colton and Kevin continue walking down the path, then stop at a gate. Zombies are walking around the parking lot. "How do we get in?" asked Colton. "Follow my lead." Both Colton and Kevin are slowly walking, then opening the gate. The zombies continue walking around the parking lot. Both Colton and Kevin continue walking, then run towards the building. "All right, I'll check down here," said Kevin. "I'll check upstairs," said Colton. "Be careful," said Kevin, opening the front door, then walking into the apartment. Colton slowly walks up the staircase, then gets to the front door of the other apartment. The front door opens. Colton is pointing his crossbow. Bruce, Brian, are you here?" Guys, hello?" asked Colton, walking into the apartment. A creaking sound comes from the distance. Colton slowly walks, then looks down the hallway. A bedroom door slowly opens. Colton looks around, then walks down the hallway. The second bedroom door slowly opens. Colton looks around. Another creaking sound comes from down the hallway. Colton walking towards the bathroom. The bathroom door slowly opens. Colton looks back down the hallway. Footsteps are walking. Colton walks into the living room, then towards the front door. The front door opens. Kevin appears. Outside. Anything? Asked Kevin. Nothing, said Colton. Kevin looks around. Where the hell did they go? Asked Kevin. Chapter 5. Roy Tinney appears waking up, then gets out of bed. The bedroom door opens. Roy is walking out of the bedroom. Luna appears wagging her tail. Hold on, 1 second, said Roy, walking into the bathroom. The bathroom door shuts. Luna sits down, then waits next to the front door. The bathroom door opens. Roy walks out of the bathroom, opens the front door, then grabs the chain. Luna gets hooked up, then runs into the yard. Roy is walking, then grabs a drink. Luna appears next to the front door. The front door opens. Luna runs inside the apartment. The chain gets unhooked. Luna walks towards the bedroom. Roy walks out of the apartment, then towards his car. The driver door opens. Roy gets into his car. The car starts, then drives out of the parking lot. Laura Tinney appears laying on the bed. Luna is laying on the kitchen floor. A banging sound comes from the distance. Luna barks, then walks towards the kitchen window. A figure is walking around outside. Luna barks again. The figure hears the barking, then bangs onto the kitchen window. Luna barks, then whines. Luna, quiet. Luna continues barking. Laura gets out of the bed, then walks into the kitchen. Why you barking? Luna whines. There's nothing out there, said Laura, walking into the bathroom. The figure reappears. Luna barks. Barking echoes. Bruce Dennis appears laying on his bed. Groans, then gets up. Footsteps are walking. The bathroom door shuts. Luna continues barking. The bathroom door opens. What? Do you need to pee that badly? Come here, said Laura, opening the front door. Zombie. Number 3 appears, then growls. Laura screams, then shuts the front door. Luna continues barking. Laura smiles, then runs into the bedroom. Luna follows behind Laura. Laura grabs her cell phone, then texts Bruce. Bruce is walking into his bedroom, then lays onto his bed. A cell phone goes off, then being grabbed. And quat. Help, and quat, said Bruce, texting. And quat. What's going on? And quat, asked Bruce. And quat. There's a strange man down here in front of my front door. And I can't get out. And quat, said Laura. Bruce looks at the text, sits up, walks down the hallway, then towards the front door. The front door opens. Bruce walks onto the front porch. And quat, hey, and quat, yelled Bruce. Zombie number 3 looks up at Bruce, growls, then slowly walks. Bruce walks onto the staircase platform. Zombie number 3 walks up the staircase, gets to the platform, then growls. Bruce is staring at zombie number 3, then kicks him down the staircase. Zombie number 3 hits his skull off of the sidewalk, then goes still. The front door of the apartment downstairs opens. Did you see that? Asked Laura. Yeah, the guy is dead, said Bruce. What's going on? Asked Laura. I don't know, but I'll be down in a second, said Bruce. Laura is sitting in a chair. Bruce is walking, then opens the front door. Are you all right? Asked Laura. Yeah, that was crazy, said Bruce. Please tell me, that's not a zombie out there? Asked Laura. It is, said Bruce. What are we gonna do? Asked Laura. Well, text Roy and ask him if anything strange is happening at Chewy, said Bruce. The cell phone vibrates. and quat. Yeah, something strange is going on. I'm at Chewy, and quat, said Laura. That was good, said Bruce. What should we do? Asked Laura. Tell him someone had an accident, said Bruce. But what if the same thing is happening there? Asked Laura. It probably is, said Bruce. A banging sound comes from outside. Bruce stands up, then walks towards the kitchen window. The curtain moves. Zombies appear. Oh my, said Laura. We need to leave before they get in here, said Bruce. How? That's the only way out, said Laura. Grab a weapon, said Bruce. Luna, stay with me, said Laura, hooking a leash to Luna. The front door opens. Zombie woman number 3 growls. Bruce hits zombie woman number 3's head, pushes zombie woman number 4, then swings a piece of wood. Zombie man number 5 falls onto the ground. Come on, said Bruce. Both Laura and Luna are walking outside. Luna starts barking. Luna, stay with me, said Laura. Both Bruce and Laura get to the parking lot. Zombies appear walking around the parking lot. Damn. We need another way, said Bruce. Both Bruce and Laura are walking back. More zombies appear. Luna continues barking, then jumps around. Luna, said Laura, losing her grip of the leash. Luna runs, then tackles zombie number 6. Both Bruce and Laura run, then go up next to the shed. Zombies continue moaning. Bruce looks at the woods. We need to go this way, said Bruce. Let's go. Come on, Luna, said Laura. All 3 are running into the woods. Zombies continue moaning. Chapter 6. Brian Dennis wakes up, walks towards the bathroom, then shuts the door. The shower starts. Brian walks into his bedroom, then sprays some cologne onto himself. Footsteps are walking. Brian walks out into the living room, then towards the front door. The front door opens. Brian walks down the staircase, then towards his car. A figure appears next to the gate. Brian nods his head, then opens the driver door. The figure approaches the car. The car starts, then drives away. The figure is moaning. Brian looks both ways. The car pulls out of the parking lot. The figure continues moaning. Brian nods his head again. The car drives past. A few figures appear to be eating a carcass. Homeless people, said Brian. The car continues driving, then turns onto the street. Lincoln and Platt appears. The car pulls into the parking lot, then turns off. The driver door opens, then shuts. Brian walks towards the building. A few figures are walking in the distance. Brian stops, smokes his cigarette, then throws it onto the ground. The figures continue walking. Brian walks into the building. People appear walking around. Fixtures are being moved. Hey Brian, said Thomas Slusser, appearing. Tom, said Brian. Hey Brian, said Sean Dennis, appearing. Brian is walking, then grabbing his punch card. A thumping sound. Brian puts his punch card into the slot hole. Morning Brian, said manager number 1. Morning, I'm getting to work, said Brian. Have a good day, said manager number 1. People continue walking around. Brian is carrying a fixture, screaming in the distance. What the hell was that? Asked Brian. I don't know, said Thomas. Brian is walking, then stops. Manager number 1 appears holding his left arm. Are you all right? Asked Brian. Yeah, some nut just bit me. I'm all right. I just need a bandage. It's all right. I'm fine, said manager number 1, walking upstairs. What was that about? Asked Sean. He said, and quat, someone bit him, and quat, said Brian. What a freak. I wish I could shake that man's hand, said Sean. For being bitten? Asked Brian. No, for the guy biting him, said Sean, smiling. I don't believe this, said Thomas. What? Asked Brian. I had overtime last week, and he didn't pay me the full amount. I should go talk to him, said Thomas. You should, said Sean. Thomas walks away. $10 Tom gets fired, said Sean. Done, said Brian. Thomas walks into the office. Brian looks up, sees both Thomas and manager number 1, then continues working. Thomas screams. All look up at the office. Blood splatters onto the window. Oh, my God, said woman number 3. Sean walks upstairs, then opens the office door. Zombie manager number 1 leaps into Sean. Sean screams. Zombie manager number 1 walks out of the office, moans, the falls over the banister. People are screaming, then run. Zombie Sean and Zombie Thomas stand up. People continue screaming. Brian is running, then goes outside of the building. Zombies appear walking around. Zombie number 6 is walking up the stairs. Brian kicks zombie number 6, then jumps over the banister. Zombies continue moaning. Brian runs towards his car, then pulls out the keys. The key goes into the lock. Zombie woman number 5 approaches Brian. The driver door unlocks, then opens. Brian gets into the car. Zombie woman number 5 is banging against the driver window. The key gets put into the ignition, then turns. The car starts stalling. Damn it, said Brian. Zombies continue walking around the parking lot. Chapter 7. Chewie appears. Roy's car is driving. Parks, then turns off. The driver door opens, then shuts. Morning, Roy, said number 6. Morning, said Roy, walking into the building. People are walking around. Morning, Roy, said woman number 5. Roy waves, then walks towards his locker room. Number 7 appears, leaning up against the locker. Hey, are you all right? Asked Roy. Yeah, just getting a cold is all, said number 7. You look like you could drop any minute. You should go home, said Roy. Yeah, well, the manager wants me to come in. And you know you can't go against a manager's wishes. Unless you want to be unemployed, said number 7, coughing. Well, at least try to take some medicine, said Roy. Good idea, said number 7, opening his locker. Roy walks away. Cat food is being carried, then placed onto the conveyor belt. Boxes are opening. The cat food is being placed into the boxes. Roy appears on a forklift. A crate is being lifted onto a shelf. The forklift continues driving, then stops at another crate. Number 7 appears down an aisle, then leans against the shelf. Roy turns off the forklift, then walks towards number 7. Hey, are you sure you're all right? You look sick, said Roy. I'm fine. I just need to pace myself, said number 7. Hey, get back to work down there, said manager. Number 2. He's really sick, sir. He needs to go home, said Roy. He needs to get back to work. Just like you do. So, get moving or you're both fired, said manager number 2, walking away. It's all right. I'm fine, said number 7. Roy walks away. If you need anything, you know where to find me. Roy gets into the forklift. The forklift driving away. Number 7, coughing, goes to walk, then collapses onto the floor. Roy is driving the forklift, then looks down the aisle. Woman number 6 is coughing, then puts a can of cat food into a box. Is everyone getting sick? Asked Roy, screaming in the distance. Roy turns off the forklift, then runs. People are surrounding number 7. What is the problem here? Tinny. What are you doing? Asked manager number 2. He must have passed out. I told you he needed to leave, said Roy. Is he? Asked ma number 8. I don't feel a pulse. Zombie ma number 7 opens his eyes, growls, then bites number 8's neck. Ma number 8 screaming. Hey, get off him, said Roy, trying to pull zombie number 7 off of number 8. Zombie ma number 7 pushes Roy, then continues eating number 8. Zombie woman number 6 appears behind the group, then bites woman number 7. Woman number 7 screaming. People scream, then run. The front doors of the building open. People are running outside. Roy is running, stops, then sees the view. Zombies appear walking around. Roy looks at his car, then runs towards it. The driver door unlocks, then opens. Roy gets into the car. Ma number 9 falls into the driver window. Help me, said number 9 zombie woman number 4 biting man. Number 9. Blood splatters onto the driver window. Roy turns the key. The car starts, then drives away. Roy is looking around. People appear running. Zombies are chasing the people. What is going on? Asked Roy. The car drives past, then goes down the street. A road appears with bodies on it. Roy continues looking around, then pushes onto the gas pedal. The car speeds up, then drives down the hill. Zombies appear blocking the road. Roy gasps, then turns the steering wheel. The car drives through the guard rail, goes over the cliff, then crashes. The horn is honking. Roy appears with his head on the steering wheel. The car appears wrecked in front of a tree. Zombies appear walking down the hill. Chapter 8. Kevin is looking around. Colton approaches, then hands a sword to Kevin. Here, a better weapon than that stick, said Colton. Thanks. Now where would they go? Asked Kevin. Depends. Colton looks at the woods. Let's check over there, said Colton. Both Colton and Kevin are walking towards the woods. Footprints appears. Yep, they definitely went this way. Those are Luna's paw prints, said Kevin. It must have been the only way out, said Colton. Let's get moving, said Kevin. Both Colton and Kevin are walking into the woods. Footsteps are walking. Luna is panting. What do we do? Asked Laura. Well, first we realize that zombies have come to life. Second, we get a grip of reality now. And third, try to find Mom, Dad, Colton, Roy, and Brian, said Bruce. How? Asked Laura. I have no idea. Moaning in the distance. Get down, said Bruce. All three are hiding behind the trees. Zombies appear walking through the woods. Luna is growling. Luna, be quiet. Please be quiet, said Laura. Luna continues growling. Zombies continue moaning, then slowly approach the trees. Stay there, said Bruce. What are you gonna do? Asked Laura. Lead them away, said Bruce, running out from the behind trees. The zombies are growling, then following Bruce. Bruce runs down the path. Zombies continue following Bruce. Luna growls. Shh, it's all right, Luna. They're gone, said Laura. Luna turns around, then starts barking. Laura turns around. Zombie man number 10 appears, then growls. Both Laura and Luna walk backwards. Luna is barking at zombie number 10. Zombie man number 10 is getting closer. An arrow goes into zombie man #10's head. Both Colton and Kevin appear. Colton. Dad, said Laura. Luna runs towards Colton. Colton is petting Luna. There's my baby bear. There she is. My baby bear, said Colton. Where's Mom? asked Laura. She's gone. I'm sorry. Where's Bruce, Roy, and Brian? Asked Kevin. Both Brian and Roy went to work this morning and never came back, said Laura. And Bruce? Asked Colton. He led zombies down that path, said Laura. Let's go get him then, said Kevin. All four start running down the path. Chapter 9. Bruce continues running through the woods. I need to find a place to hide. A rumbling sound in the distance. Bruce looks up. Roy's car drives through the guardrail, then lands into the woods. Oh my God. The horn is honking in the distance. Bruce is running. Roy's car appears. Roy is groaning. Zombies are growling in the distance. Roy opens his eyes, sees faint figures, then closes his eyes. Roy, Roy, said Bruce faintly. Roy opens his eyes, then sees Bruce. Bruce, said Roy. Here. I'm gonna get you out of there. Hold on, said Bruce. The zombies continue moaning. Bruce pulls Roy through the driver window. They're getting closer. Bruce, said Roy. Don't worry, I ain't leaving you for what you've done for us over the years. I got you. Let's get going, said Bruce. Both Bruce and Roy are walking down the road. The zombies continue growling and moaning. Ow, ow, my leg, it really hurts, said Roy. Bruce looks around. Maybe we could hide in one of these houses, said Bruce. What about the people inside? Asked Roy. There's zombies around. I think they're dead, said Bruce. Both Bruce and Roy are walking toward a house. The front door opens. Both Bruce and Roy are walking into the house. The front door shuts. Roy limps towards a chair. We need to find Laura, said Roy. She's fine. I left her in the woods with Luna, said Bruce. You left them there, said Roy. Actually, I distracted the zombies. Just hopefully she didn't run into any, said Bruce. Moaning cones from outside. Bruce moves the curtains, then sees the zombies walking around. Are they passing us? Asked Roy. So far, just as long as we stay quiet, said Bruce. A gun cocks. Who the hell are you two? And why are you in my house? Asked my number 11. Listen, sir, there's zombies outside. And we need a place to stay low, said Bruce. Does this look like a B&B to you? Asked my number 11. Please, sir, there are zombies outside, said Roy. Shut up. There ain't no zombies outside. Now, get out of the house. Before I call the police, said number 11. Then call the police and see what they say, said Bruce. Fine. You two don't move, said number 11, pulling out his cell phone. The buttons are being pushed. A beeping sound. The buttons are being pushed again. A beeping sound again. I told you, there's zombies outside. And you think the police could do something? Asked Bruce. Fine, then I'll do something about it. The gun fires. Get out of my house now. Both Bruce and Roy are slowly walking towards the front door. My number 11 continues pointing the gun. Bruce grabs the doorknob, then nods his head. The front door opens. Zombie my number 12 appears, then walks into the house. What the hell? Said my number 11. Both Bruce and Roy run outside of the house, then down the street. Zombies are walking into the house. My number 11 fires the gun, then screams. Footsteps are walking, screaming in the distance. Did you hear that? Asked Kevin. It came from that direction, said Colton. All four start running. Chapter 10. Lincoln and Platt parking lot appears. Brian is laying down in his car. Zombies are walking around the parking lot. Brian lights a cigarette. What do I do now? A growling sound comes from outside the driver window. Brian looks at the driver window, then sees zombie Sean. That really sucks. But if I was you, I wouldn't care to get out of this car right now, said Brian, blowing smoke. The zombies continue walking around the parking lot. Brian looks up, then sees more zombies coming out of the building. The cigarette ash falls. Brian smokes the cigarette, looks around the parking lot, then sees Thomas's car. The zombies continue walking around. The sound of tires squealing in the distance. Zombies look up. A tractor trailer is driving, then runs into Lincoln and Platt parking lot. The zombies are being run over. Brian is watching. The tractor trailer drives through the trees, then crashes. Brian is looking around. The zombies are laying on the ground. The driver door opens. Brian runs, then gets to Thomas's car. The driver door opens. Brian gets into the car, then pulls out the wires. The wires are being put together. The engine is stalling, then starts. The driver door goes to shut. Zombie Thomas appears, then tries biting Brian. Brian is holding Zombie Thomas back, sees a snowbrush, then grabs it. Zombie Thomas is snapping at Brian. Brian raises the snowbrush, then jams it into Zombie Thomas's head. Zombie Thomas falls onto the ground. Brian shuts the driver door. The car drives away. The road appears with bodies laying on it. The car slowly approaches. Brian sees the bodies laying on the road. The car continues driving, then stops at the broken guardrail. The driver door opens. Brian walks towards the broken guardrail, then sees Roy's car in the woods. Gunfire in the distance. Brian looks down, then sees both Bruce and Roy running down the street, moaning behind Brian. Brian turns around, then sees the zombies. Chapter 11. Brian runs towards the car, then gets into the driver's seat. The car turns around, then drives down the dirt path. Both Bruce and Roy are running. Roy falls onto the ground. I got you, said Bruce, helping Roy stand up. The zombies continue moaning. They're gaining on us, said Roy. Come on, this way, said Bruce. That road ends, Bruce, said Roy. The road does, not the land though, said Bruce. Both Bruce and Roy walk into the woods. The zombies are following both Bruce and Roy. We can't keep this up. I need to rest because of my leg. And you can't keep pulling me, said Roy. Watch me, said Bruce, helping Roy. Zombie number 13 grabs Roy's right leg. Roy tries kicking zombie number 13 off him. Get off me. Bruce grabs a stick, then swings it. The stick hits zombie number 13. Zombie number 13 falls off of the hill, then lands into the water. Thanks, said Roy. Don't thank me yet. The zombies are approaching. Come on, Roy, said Bruce. Both Bruce and Roy continue walking. Bruce stops, then looks back. What are you doing? Asked Roy. How far can you get by yourself? Asked Bruce. I don't know. Why? Asked Roy. I'm gonna try my best to stall them. Go ahead, I'll be fine. Bruce swinging the stick. The zombies are being hit, then fall onto the ground. Roy is limping ahead. Come on, you bastards, said Bruce. Roy continues limping, stops, then leans against a tree. Growling and moaning sounds come from behind Roy. Roy turns around, then sees the zombies on their dirt path. Oh no. Roy pulls out a box cutter. The zombies are getting closer. Come on, I'm right here, said Roy. The zombies are getting closer, then being hit by a car. Brian appears in the driver seat. Get in. Roy limps towards the car, then gets into the back seat. Where's Bruce? I saw him with you, said Brian. He was stalling them so I could get away, said Roy. We'll wait said Brian. The zombies appear around the corner then approach the car. Brian, I think we should leave now, said Roy. The gear shifts into reverse. The zombies are being hit with a stick. Bruce appears then. Approaches the car. The passenger door opens. Bruce gets into the car. Hit it. The car drives backwards. Nice car, where'd you get it? Asked Bruce. I took it from the parking lot where I work, said Brian. The car continues driving backwards then gets to the main road. Wait, we need to go back for Laura and Luna, said Roy. The car stops, then turns around. Where were they? Asked Brian. In the woods, said Bruce. The car turns around then drives past the broken guard rail. All four appear walking then see Roy's car. Chapter 12. They must be close. That's Roy's car, said Laura. Kevin is looking at Roy's car. Well, he must have gotten out of it all right, said Kevin. But where would he go? Asked Laura. Luna starts barking. All four look down the road then see zombies walking out of the house. Maybe they're hiding in there, said Colton. Laura, you and Luna stay here. We'll check this out, said Kevin. Just be careful and tell me everything you find, said Laura. We will, said Kevin. Both Colton and Kevin are walking. Colton is pointing his crossbow. Hey, maybe we should go around back. Just in case, whispered Colton. All right, whispered Kevin. Both Colton and Kevin are walking around the house. The zombies continue walking around. Both Colton and Kevin run towards the back of the house then go up against the wall. Colton peeks around the corner, looks at Kevin then nods his head. The back door slowly opens. Kevin looks inside then nods his head. Both Colton and Kevin walk into the house. All right, I'll check upstairs. You check around down here. Just do it quietly, whispered Kevin. Both Colton and Kevin are walking in different directions. Colton is slowly walking, moaning in the distance. Colton stops then looks into the living room. Zombies appear eating Manhash 11's carcass. Colton slowly walks backwards then turns around. Zombie number 14 appears then growls. How are you doing? Asked Colton. Zombie number 14 lunges at Colton. Colton is holding zombie number 14 back then rams him against the wall. Zombie number 14 tries biting Colton. Colton pulls out an arrow then jams it into zombie Manhash 14's head. Zombie number 14 falls onto the floor. Kevin appears. Are you all right? Whispered Kevin. I'm fine, whispered Colton. I didn't find them, whispered Kevin. I didn't either. But the owner's definitely dead, whispered Colton. All right, let's get out of here, whispered Kevin. Both Colton and Kevin are walking past the basement door. The basement door creaks then slowly opens. Colton stops, turns around then looks down there. Basement. Kevin continues walking. Colton looks up. Zombie woman number 10 appears, growls then tackles Colton down the basement staircase. A banging sound echoes. Colton, said Kevin. The zombies are growling then approach Kevin. Kevin swings the sword. The sword is cutting the zombies' heads. Colton groans then sees his crossbow. Zombie woman number 10 growling then crawls towards Colton. Colton reaches for his crossbow. Come on, you damn thing. Zombie woman number 10 continues crawling towards Colton. Colton continues reaching for his crossbow, grabs it then points it at zombie woman number 10. The crossbow fires. The arrow misses zombie woman #10's head, ricochets off of a piece of metal then goes through a rope. A vase falls then crushes zombie woman #10's head. Colton smiles. Kevin appears at the top of the staircase. Colton, are you alright? Asked Kevin. Colton is standing at the bottom of the staircase. Yeah, I'm good. How's it look up there? Asked Colton. They're all dead up here. Let's get out before more come inside. Colton goes to step. Zombie man. Number 15 tackles Colton. Colton screams. Colton, said Kevin running down the basement staircase. Zombie. My number 15 is laying on top of Colton. Kevin swings the sword. The sword decapitates zombie number 15. Thanks, said Colton. Yeah, here, said Kevin holding out his right hand. Colton grabs Kevin's hand, then gets pulled up. That was a close-on, said Colton reaching down for his crossbow. Kevin looks at Colton's left arm then sees a bite mark. Colton, said Kevin pointing. Colton looks at his left arm. Oh, what a bitch. That really sucks, doesn't it? Said Colton. Both Laura and Luna are standing next to Roy's car. Luna starts barking. Laura turns around. The car approaches then stops. The doors open. Laura, said Roy is running towards Laura. Both Laura and Roy kiss each other. Hey, said Bruce hugging Laura. Brian is petting Luna. Why you out here alone? Asked Roy. I'm waiting for Colton and Dad. They found me after you led the zombies away, said Laura. Where'd they go? Asked Brian. Into that one house, said Laura pointing. That's where we hid for about 10 minutes, said Roy. Let's go find them, said Bruce. No need. Look, said Brian pointing. Both Colton and Kevin are approaching. Hey guys, said Kevin hugging all three of them. Colton is standing 6 feet away. Colton, nice to see you, said Brian. Stop. Right there. Don't come any closer, said Colton. Is your anxiety kicking in? Asked Bruce. No, it's much worse than that, said Colton raises his left arm. All four see the bite mark. No, said all four of them. Yeah, it's a bitch too. So, you'll definitely need these, said Colton placing the swords onto the ground and his crossbow. Well, maybe we could help you, said Bruce. We've seen a lot of zombie movies. You know there's nothing we could do, said Colton. What do we do then? Asked Laura. Leave me behind. You guys go find somewhere safe. If there even is one. Just don't get bit. All 6 appear inside the car. The car drives past. Colton is waving, then looking up at the sky. I'm coming, Mom, said Colton smiling. The end.